with a surprise package in the plate today. As for the bowl, well, it's going to be which of the two teams has managed to stay the fittest. An arduous day yesterday of 3 matches followed by 2 today. The strongest will survive. Our referee for our first game will be Mr. Liu Wei Long. You can see Bangladesh in the green and red on the left of picture, playing left to right in this first half. And Laos in the predominantly blue, playing from right to left. 7 minutes each way, a couple of minutes turnaround in between, and then if we're all tied after normal time, they go to pockets of 5-minute sudden death extra point, and you wouldn't bet against at least one of our games going to golden point later on. So here we go then, day 2 about to get underway. It's the bowl competition first. Bangladesh taking on Laos with a slot in the bowl final up for grabs. Certainly Laos defensively were decent, but discipline-wise not the best, as we're underway with Paritos Chakma's kick. And straight away, there's a knock on there, trying to recycle that from the kickoff, and a head and feed will go to Laos here. Sky is a bit cloudy at the minute. We did have about 25 to 30 minutes of torrential rain yesterday, which did affect the handling of the sides here, all 12 nations at this sensational event. But released a report, it has been for the most part dry overnight, though there is maybe a threat of showers later. That's come loose out the back of the scrum, and Putavong has to deal with it. But now, the gut dummy, the give and go, good tackling, as down to the net goes Anu Pipanya, a try scorer for Laos yesterday. Bangladesh turn it over. Oh, that's nice footwork from Ali Biswas. And all of a sudden, Bangladesh charging through the middle, and they're going to go over for the first score. Try scorer for the first try of the day is Anna Razaman. He was a try scorer yesterday, and his pace to the fore early here today. The conversion is good, and Bangladesh lead by 7 early.
Try scorer for Bangladesh, number 4, Anna Razaman.
So all Bangladesh early here. Inside 2 minutes they lead in the semi-final of the bowl. Referee Liu Wei Long just checking all good at the back there, and we're good to go again. It's another kick-off. That's not going to go the 10, I don't think. It doesn't. Free kick Laos, and a chance for them to launch their first missive into Bangladesh territory this morning. Tap's going to be taken by Sumsuti. Looking for his options. And Samsuthi goes inside. Bangladesh up on a very high line here. Can they find a way through? That's a great piece of running. Laid off by Panisuth. And that was intelligent running from Paipanya. They go out to the other side now. Very flat past that. It's okay though. And they're now 10 metres inside and get the penalty, which they'll try and take quickly here. Bangladesh, oh, they've knocked it on. That's absolutely criminal to knock it on from a penalty. Tilakun it was who came up with the mistake, and Bangladesh will have the feed from the scrum. Just a question maybe of rushing a little bit too much there. Man down over on that far side. I believe it's Laotian. While we wait for this injury delay, just to run you through today's fixtures so you know where you're at and the timings, estimated timings, where you can watch us live with 11 Sports and the Asian Rugby's brilliant social media channels. Bangladesh Laos is in progress now. Brunei Nepal, the second semi in the bowl, will follow immediately after this. Then Pakistan Jordan in the first semi-final of the plate. Indonesia Uzbekistan in the second semi-final of the plate. And then the battle of the big boys, the UAE, who've looked so good so far this weekend. They take on Thailand in the highlight in terms of the semi-final fixtures in the Cup. Then Singapore really should beat Kazakhstan, but you just never know. Kazakhstan were very erratic yesterday. We know they've got the physicality, how they got the discipline to compete with a very slick Singapore outfit. So head and feed to Bangladesh. They've been on top in the scrum so far, and they're on top again. Missed tackle from Lao. Panapanya let that one slide. The recycling of the ball is okay. And now they get it out wide to their danger man, Anarazaman. And they're away again. Oh, look at the step and look at him go. He's beaten one tackle, he's beaten two. And that'll be that. It's going to be try number 2 this morning for Anarazaman and try number 2 for Bangladesh as well. Under the sticks, they'll shortly be 14 in front. Conversion was missed, was it? They missed that conversion. They missed the conversion. Under the sticks. Conversion missed there. That was something of a surprise, but it's still a 12-point lead, and that is a much better kick-off that time. Great distance from Chakma. Lao take it, though, and a chance to exploit out on this left wing. There's a man there. The ball is given up, but running out of space is Panasuth. Lao recycle well, though. That's good quick ball and a nice layoff to Chalansuk. Just struggling at the moment. Bangladesh keeping their defensive discipline very well indeed. Oh, that's a nice take. Beautiful take, Chalansuk. And there could be a way here. Allow going to get back into this. Chasing back. The tap tackle doesn't work. He's just running out of gas, though, inside the 22. Needs support and finds it. Great running Pathaphong. They need to recycle quickly. Important they score from this foray. Advantage being played, and they'll get the penalty, which might actually be in their best interest there to try and pause and reset. They decide to go quickly, man out wide. It's Panuseth, and they're over. I think it's Papanya. Has he got it down, though? No, held up is the call. Are they going to check this? They're checking it, and it is a try. Suggestion, just wanted to be safe. Did Lo Wei Long, and they went to the eye in the sky, and the try is given. And Anu Papanya comes up with a score. Try score yesterday, a try score today. Now this conversion is important now, bearing in mind Bangladesh missed one under the sticks. If Chalansuk can land this, they're back in business, and land, and he does. It's a beautiful conversion. Lovely movement through the ball, and they only trail by 5, Lao, in what's been a really interesting first half of Sevens Rugby here on day 2, live on 11 Sports on the 2018 Asia Rugby Sevens Trophy. So the 7 minutes is up, but we did have an injury delay, so there might be a chance for Lao to try and turn this back round. Papanya, maybe a little bit too deep with the kick. Bangladesh should take that and do. It's a very loose pass away, though, and they put themselves under pressure. That looked forward, and Lao thought it was forward, but not given by the referee, and that could be a crucial turning point. Now it has been. The second one was given as forward, which I wasn't sure about. I thought the first one most certainly was, and so did Lao. And maybe the referee atoning for missing the first one. Yu Wao Leong gives head and feed to Lao, and they should have time to get this scrum off. And it's right in the middle of the pitch on the halfway line. So chance to examine some options here. Could they possibly level up or even take the lead before half-time? That would be some turnaround. Feed is with Lao. It'll be Sumsuthi who gets the penalty. They take this quickly. Sumsuthi away and gone here. He's already made 10. He's made 15. He's got support as well. Lao really attacking and responding brilliantly to going 12-0 down early. They could be in for the leveller here. The tackling from Bangladesh is non-existent, and he's still going. Now he needs support and finds it. It's Puthavong. Out wide it goes, and it's gone forward. That could be huge. Some big turning points at the end of the first half here as we come to half-time. Laos should be level, but instead they trail 12-7. Stay with us. The second half coming up live on 11 Sports next.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's halftime between Bangladesh and Laos. The score at the break is Bangladesh 12, Laos 7. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Asia Rugby 7's Rugby right here at Queenstown Stadium. You're watching the above semi-final one between Bangladesh and Laos.
The Bangladeshi players deep in conversation with the officials here. I think Laos possibly had reason to be a little more aggrieved with that poor pass that was missed, but I suppose it did atone for itself later. The officials deep in conference there. We have one of their tries that went to the eye in the sky. It's 12-7 Bangladesh. This game very much on a knife edge. Who's going to book their place? The first place available in the bowl final. We'll find out very shortly. Check, they changed the score. Right, they changed the score. Was the conversion good? Huh? Right. But they got to be on top of that with that scoreboard, buddy. That fucks us both. Well, as we get ready to start the second half, the big news is they've checked with the other side, and that second conversion for Bangladesh was ruled as good. So plenty of disputes. I think that must have been what Bangladesh were talking about to the officials. So it's 14-7, not 12-7, and that of course makes a big difference because for a pass from Bangladesh, because Laos will need to score a converted try to level this up. They'll get a chance now though. Important if they do score that they try and get it under the post. In Challenge Suit, they've got a great kicker, and they don't want to give him too much to do with the pressure on to level this up. And of course, they've got to go over the whitewash first. Reasonably quick ball, moving it quickly. Papania, they go along the line now. Nice pass inside, but they've left the ball behind. On it like a flash is Papania to recover for Laos, who's still come forward inside Bangladesh territory in the early stages of this second stanza. And they get the penalty as well. I wonder how long before cards are going to be shown here. Bangladesh are giving away far too many penalties in this one. But Laos just a little bit static on this. Not creating too much space. The running is very, very shallow at the moment. Some space to operate now, though. They switch it well. They've gone for the patient build up. The pass not very good. He manages to take it after one bounce. He's ducking and diving. It's Papania. And now the gap's open and they could go in close to the post. Great tackling Bangladesh to save a certain try, but the danger's not gone. On the charge now is Putavong. Putavong still needs support. I think that came off Bangladesh there. It's going to be another penalty. They came in from the side. The hands are in. And we're getting into penalty try territory now if we get another penalty. They're only playing with 6. Laos have a man down injured on the floor. And now they've knocked on 2 terrible knock-ons inside the Bangladesh 22, and with a man down injured, it's a foot race here that Bangladesh are favourites to win. It's kicked on one more time. He's only got to gather this and he should score. He does gather, and Mahmood is going to go under unchallenged to give Bangladesh what will shortly be a 21-7 lead, and that could be the killer blow for the chances of Laos to make the final. Well, again, was that under the post? No conversion? But it looked to me that he, very difficult to tell from this angle. Obviously, the in-goal judge did not raise his flag. There was a bit of controversy on a conversion in the first half. Why aren't the assistant referees? Why are the in-goal referees aren't raising their flags? That's the problem. They aren't. He didn't raise his flag there and they've given the conversion. Well, again, just debating with my neighbour here in the stands, the man who's in charge of the great in-house entertainment here, and even though the in-goal judge's flag never went up, that was given, that conversion, so it's now 21-7. And there's some confusion now over an interchange. Bit of a slip on that kick-off, so it's gone quite deep. It's gathered for Lao by Puthavong. It's really now or never for them now, and they've not just got to score, they've got to make sure the 2 tries they get are converted. They could have a chance here, but another knock-on. But that's going to be a card, in fact, for Bangladesh for a deliberate attempt at an interception gone wrong, and Mahmood, who moments ago scored the try that gave them the 14-point cushion, is now off, and Bangladesh will play the next 2 minutes with just 6 players, and this is getting very scrappy, and Bangladesh now need to be careful they don't suffer another Simbin. Have Lao got enough petrol in the tank with 3 minutes to play? Out wide is the giant figure of Puthavong, who's thrown into touch, and Bangladesh will be able to eat up some valuable seconds here. Both sides very tired. The winner of this looking like it's going to be Bangladesh, go through to the bowl final later. The losing team, if it's Lao, will go through to the match for 11th place. Should be the first contest in our afternoon session. We're playing these semi-finals in the bowl, plate and trophy all the way through till 12:50, the start of the last scheduled one, the second semi-final in the trophy, Singapore against Kazakhstan. And then we're back with more rugby action for you live in 11 Sports with the bowl final scheduled for 2:22 after the 11th place match, which is at 2 p.m. Singapore time. Here come Lao. Got to score now. Simply must score. Another good tackle from Bangladesh. They need to recycle this quickly. They do. The pass was slightly delayed. They should still get in. No, another wayward pass. No exaggeration to say they've been saved by the penalty. That now, but for some basic mistakes inside the Bangladesh 22, would be at worst level here. And now the time will go off for another injury to a Laotian in the middle. Need a stretcher here. It could be a bad one for Lao. Remember, they've still got one more game to go this afternoon as well. Not having a great start here because they really had enough opportunities to win this game. But it looks like it's going to be away from them. I can see Brunei and Nepal getting ready for the second semi-final. We'll bring that to you very shortly indeed. But at 21:07, our clock, of course, on the screen. They're not stopping for the injury stoppages, so there'll be at least 2.5, 3 minutes left to play in this after they've managed to stretch the unfortunate Laotian, who's down just under the posts with an injury. Just looking at Pakistan walking in front of me, they look like they mean business later. They're in the first semi-final of the plate, scheduled for 11:44 a.m. Singapore time against Jordan. You'd have to make them big favourites for that. Jordan, one of the disappointments yesterday. Started badly for them, losing to Indonesia, and they never really recovered. So Pitch has been cleared. Now, I've only got 6 on the field at the moment. They need to find another player. I'm just counting. Am I missing one out behind the pillar, the famous pillar of Queenstown? Well, no, they're playing with 6 out. So I'm not quite sure what's happened there. They've only got 6 on the field. I wonder if injuries are meaning they haven't got any more to bring on. They need to score here and regain possession from the kickoff to have any chance at all. Big chance for Simalath in the corner. When he goes in, the try will be given. It's an incredibly difficult conversion. And they'll have to score straight from the... I think it's 3, I think. 1, 3. Panuseth, I think, has gone over there. And they really needed to score from that. And I think it is Panuseth. Big conversion. Oh, it's not really given a chance. And that could just about be that. They're not going to have enough time to score twice. And it's a question of what might have been for Lao here.
Try scorer for Lao, number 3,
So, they've given this a good go, Lao, but it's going to be just too much for them. And they're still only playing with 6, unless I missed a yellow card. Bangladesh are now back to 7. It's going to be a knock-on both ways, but the first one was by Lao. And I would imagine this is close to being the last play of the game. Bangladesh are going to be in the finals. Yes, sorry, again, just to check, it's very confusing here. That scoreboard went to 21, it's now 19. That conversion was taken off. I wonder why the touch judge's flag or the referee in goal, his flag wasn't raised. And that's why. So it's actually still live, this game. If they can get possession, it's only 7 points. Apologies for the confusion here. I say it's live. It could be about to be killed off. There are 2 Bangladeshis fighting each other for the chance to score a try that will definitely confirm them. And it's that man again, Mahmood, who goes under. And that is game, set, match, Bangladesh. Conversion to come, they need 24-12. And I'd imagine that'll be full time on the conversion. That goes over, and that does it. 26-12. Bangladesh book their place in the bowl final, where they'll play the winner of Brunei and Nepal that's next. Both sides gave it everything. Lao coughed up with just one mistake too many, and it's Bangladesh who go through.